Hi, I'm going to show you a dynamic warm-up for runners. These movements are specifically designed to mimic the motions that you're about to do through your running and training session. And so it's specifically focused on warming up everything that's doing flexion, lateral motion, and extension through both the hip and the leg. So the purpose of dynamic stretching is to improve your dynamic flexibility and get you ready for the activity that you're about to do. So specifically with running, we're getting our muscles prepared to fire and we're getting them ready for tougher exertion. So the key with all of these movements is that you're going to be doing them as natural and as fluid feeling as possible, and you're going to do about 10 to 20 reps on each side of the body. So I'll go through 6 main ones that I think are really helpful for getting everything warmed up, nice circulation flow through the muscle groups, and ready to go for a nice training session. So the first one is hip circles. So for this one, you can put your hands on your hips, and you're basically just going to do circles with using your hip in your range of motion that's possible for you. So again, you're not doing anything that's going to be forcing anything. You're doing it in a natural, fluid motion that's right for you, getting everything ready to go through each side of the hip. So you can start off doing counterclockwise, and then do about 10, and then stop and do clockwise the other direction. And when you're done with that, you can move on to the other leg. So just do each side about 10 reps in each direction. Okay, so the next one I'll show you is going to be knee to chest. So basically just bringing your knee up in front of you, grabbing onto your shin beneath your knee, and pulling your knee towards your chest the rest of the way. So that is helping to warm up the hip flexor muscles. It's activating that area right now, and it's also helping to warm up things at the back of the hips, so specifically in your glute area, the back of the pelvic area. So knee up to the chest, and then pull it in, and I'm even feeling a little bit of a stretch through my hamstrings, probably because that's a little tight for me right now. So again, about 10 to 20 on each side. Okay, next one we're going to do, I'll turn to the side to demonstrate more specifically, is just going to be a glute kick. So you're basically doing a motion like you do, going to do a quad stretch like this, except you're just doing them in your normal motion. So just kicking your foot back towards your glute, about 10 to 20 per side. Nice thing with some of these is as long as there's not too many people around you, they're ones you can even do while you're waiting for a race in your corral. Sometimes, maybe even at the beginning of a run, as you're setting out at a light or something like that, you can do these. So the next one is going to be forward leg kicks. So you can put your hands up in the air to involve a little bit of your upper body for this one. So hands up in the air, and then basically just kicking out in front of you and bringing your opposing arm and hand down to meet your shin or your foot, whatever's possible for you. If you can only kick your leg up, kind of to hip height, that's okay too. It's just whatever you can do, whatever's natural for you before you set out. If you want to do it higher as you get a little bit warmed up, that's okay too. Some people like to do this one while moving forward slightly. Helps some people keep balance a little bit more. Okay, next one is going to be for the lateral side of the hip. So basically lateral leg swings. So you can come forward to a ledge or use a buddy to hang on to. Just put your hands forward, turn your standing leg a little bit inward, so your foot's pointed inward so that you're stabilizing your pelvis a little bit better. And then you're basically bringing your leg out to the side of you to hip level, and then across your body gently. So just swinging gently across. This is really helping to warm up the side of the hip. My glute's firing right now, and it's really helping to warm up everything on the inside of the leg too. And you want to do about 10 on each side. So the last one I'll show you, I call pointing star. So basically you just have your feet a little more than hip width apart, and then have your hands out on either side of you like this. And then you're going to bend forward at the waist while keeping your legs straight and reach down towards your opposite toe. basically like that, going from a start position here, and again, just bending forward at the waist and reaching down towards your opposite toe. This is really helping to warm up your hamstring muscles, your calves, basically the back of the body. And then this motion with the upper body is really great for just warming up the whole abdominal sort of thorax area in through here, which especially if you're going out to do interval training session is really important to have those abdominals nice and warmed up and ready to go. So those are the 6 main ones that I like to recommend to people that I find work really well for me. Hopefully they can become a really good part of your injury prevention plan and strategy. They'll really help diminish the chance of muscle pulls and get you ready to go out and do a really nice workout. Enjoy your run.